Hey guys, what up? We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll get started here in just a few minutes, okay? I'll be right back in. Alright guys, TGIF. Let's get this ball rolling. Welcome to the big show. Hope everybody had a good week. Ready to break some monster hits tonight. Have a lot of fun things in store, so looking forward to all that tonight. Get some gloves. Alright. Let's put this as a placeholder. Alright, so a lot of fun things in store. If you're new breaking here with us, welcome. Hopefully you have a great time in the break room. We'll have a lot of fun things coming up here for everybody to hopefully win and take home some nice stuff. So stay tuned for that. Alright, as always, I like to talk about the giveaway, so as long as you bought 5 or more spots, something's coming your way. This time we're going to throw back a little bit of an old school product here. How about a traditional pack of Score football from 2013, some 2013 Score football, some 25-26 Haunted Hoops NBA Gravity Pack, a little triple play baseball also from 2013. One of those 2025 Score treat packs, and then some Garbage Pail Kids Topps Chrome cards coming your way as well. So I thought that'd be a nice little thing to give in and include tonight. Then, if you decided to get 10 or more spots, we'll do a little bit of an upgrade. Alright, here's your upgrade. You'll get upgraded to a 2023 Chronicles Baseball Jumbo Pack, one of those 2025 Score Treat Football Packs, a Garbage Pail Kids Chrome Topps Pack, 25-26 Haunted Hoops Gravity Pack, and some 2022 Contenders Football. Alright, so this stuff, as long as you bought 5 or more spots, you're going to automatically get something in the mail. Alright. Tonight's beer of choice I'm drinking some Trogs Leaf Seeker IPA. Nice little fall IPA. So cheers to everybody out there. And then happy birthday to Jeff. Jeff S. is out there. Mr. Sandhofer, happy birthday. So, here's to getting a little tennis on tonight, Jeff. Did you miss the jersey auction? I might have missed it. I don't know. Or are you waiting? Oh, you mean did you miss it like the break for that? Nope, not yet. Did not miss it. All right. Let me do one thing real quick here. On my end. If you guys have questions, obviously put it in the chat. Alright, so here's a look at our upcoming break schedule. Obviously we're breaking tonight, and then we'll have a break next Friday, so be on the lookout for that. I'll have some stuff on the site here within about probably 5 to 10 minutes of the break ending. I still have a couple tweaks that I have to make to everything, so it won't be like 2 minutes after. It'll probably be like 5 to 10 minutes after our break ends tonight that I'll have the updates. And then I'm going to be adding a really special basketball break to everything for next Friday. It's going to include a full-size basketball, a jersey, and autographed pair of shoes, basketball sneakers, with a chance at a Michael Jordan. Basically, a chance at it being a Michael Jordan autographed pair of shoes. It'll be a random NBA team. I'm just working on the financials still, so I'm going to do that, put that up tomorrow. Everything else should be up tonight, like I said, but I'll be working on that for tomorrow. And that'll be for the 31st, so that's a fun one to be looking forward to if you want to. Then we have a break on the 4th, and then here is what is available tonight. If you're into basketball, we have a 2-box break. It is a full-size autographed Gold Rush basketball paired up with a Gold Rush jersey. We have at this point just the Pistons, the Kings, and the Wizards available. Everybody else sold out. Then we have the Centennial monster hit potential here. Absolutely monster hit potential with the baseball cards. Just be one premium card. Not everything is autographed. Most of them are autographed, but it can be like really premium rookies. Obviously in football we pulled a Tom Brady rookie card out of our Centennial for football, so it gives you an example of that. It'll be one jersey and one photo. Alright, so it'll be a 3-box break. Then we have a full-size Gold Rush Authentic helmet. This is the very last authentic Gold Rush helmet I have, period. I don't know. I would assume they're going to release a product here this season, but they haven't yet, so just a heads up on that. And at this point, we just have the Jaguars, Chargers, Jets available. Everybody else sold out. Alright. We are now sold out of the lumber bat. We have the juiced break, so this will be 2 juiced baseballs and 1 autographed bat. We have the Braves, and I think the Braves are loaded with some of the hits that are potential there. So we have the Braves, we have the Guardians, the Rockies, the Brewers, the Padres. Alright, and just as a reminder, even if you don't see a player on the checklist, there's 31 players that are not on the list that could be razzed off, like a Peyton Manning, the 300 win club, the 500 home run club, Tom Brady, Burt Reynolds, and Muhammad Ali, the Pirates. Pirates would go to the Pirates, but those are just an example of some of the ones if we pull would be razzed off. All 30 teams would have equal chance, so I always point that out. There's some really good juiced baseballs out there for even teams you might not even see on the checklist for this one. Then we have the full-size helmet and jersey break. We just have the Browns left in this one. Full-size helmet and jersey break. That's traditional, not the authentic, and then everything else looks to be sold out tonight. All right, so that's a look at everything. We're actually going to get started with the break you see on your screen right now. It's a single jersey break. Gold Rush, this is the one that was on eBay. I did sell a few spots on our site. I have to open up a brand new case for this, so why don't I open that up, see what we got going on. You guys can give me, all you have to do, give me 2 NFL teams, put it on one line, 2 NFL teams on one line, put it in the chat. If you correctly guess, you will get a chance here at a box of mystery, and I have some good stuff for tonight in that box of mystery. Alright, let's turn this around. Alright, this, let's get a good look here. This here, box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is on the bottom, 1 is on the top. If you're new here, we use random.org every single time we do this. Alright, so let's head on over random.org. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do this 7 times here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use the second box in this one. Alright, second box. Alright, so 1 and 2. Alright, so it'll be this guy right here. Alright. Get this case out of the way. Alright. Now we got to figure out, see those blank spots? Those spots are going to get random. People bought on the website some random teams. And I'll show you how that's going to look. Alright, so here they were, the Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Texans, Jaguars, Raiders, Chargers, Rams, Giants, Jets, Titans, and Commanders. Aaron, Joshua, and June, you guys bought the teams. I'm going to put these into random.org, and it's just going to line up that way. So you'll see it like this 7 times, and then I'll paste it back in, and you'll get the team that matches up to you on the left-hand side. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so Joshua at the top and the bottom on this one. Alright, and then I will go over and hit paste. Alright, so Joshua, you're going to have the Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Texans. Aaron's going to get the Jaguars. Joshua will get the Raiders and Chargers. June, you're going to get the Rams. Joshua with the Giants. June will get the Jets. Aaron with the Titans. And Joshua, you'll be sitting on the commode. Alright, give me a second to plug those in, and then we'll get going with this specific break for the start of our evening. If you are new, we'll be doing giveaways the entire evening. Also, if you are new, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the break room. Alright, Joshua. Joshua, you get Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Texans, Raiders and Chargers, Giants, and Commanders. Aaron, you got the Jaguars and Titans. And then June got the Rams and Jets. Alright. I'm going to now refresh this. And you'll be able to see who's everybody would be rolling with. Alright, guys. In our first break of the evening, we've got Doug with the Cardinals, Stacy's got the Falcons and the Ravens, Mike has the Buffalo Bills, here comes Joshua with the Panthers, Matthew's got the Bears, Joshua with the Bungles and the Brownies, Stacy's got the Boys, Jeff has the Broncos, Kirk has the Lions and the Packers, Joshua with the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, here comes Aaron with the Jags, James has the Chiefs, Joshua with the Raiders and the Chargers, June has the Rams, Stacy with the Dolphins, Shane's got the Vikes, Kirk's got the Pats, Shane, so we had Shane H with the Vikes, Shane W with the Saints, Joshua has the Giants, June with the Jets, Daniel R has the Fly Eagle Fly, Daniel K with the Steelers and Niners, Kirk has the Seahawks, George with the Bucks, Aaron with the Titans, and Joshua, as previously mentioned, sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses, guys. Let's do this. Good luck, everybody. Let's start tonight out. You know what? Why not? Let's get a little beer juice out there. All right. Little Fitz Magic beer juice. This was the second box in the case, so box number 2. Secondary seal's down there. It's sealed up all the way around. Let's see what kind of magic is getting pulled out of this with our little Fitz Magic love. All right, guys. Good luck with those guesses as well. Some sweet boxes of mystery to be had tonight. See the number 1. The number 1. All right, we have Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams coming out of here. All right, look at that. Jameson Williams coming out of here. That'll be a Detroit Lions hit. Detroit Lions on a Beckett authenticated autographed college jersey. Jameson Williams. All right. Detroit in the house. Going out to Kirk. Nice hit, Kirk. On a college Bama love. Not his Ohio State jersey. That's his Bama jersey. All right. Again, Beckett on our authentication. Let's see who guessed the Detroit Lions. David. Alright, Lions. There's no Tigers or Bears. We just got the Lions on this one. Oh, well, you guessed them at least. I think you're the only correct guess, too. Alright, David. Well, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. Box of mystery. Alright, David. Box of mystery time. Alright, I got some good stuff waiting to be had tonight. David. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be picking either a golden or silver box here. Or egg. Alright, David. Which of these boxes do you want to be nesting at your house? Gold box, you got it. Alright, that means you passed up on the golden egg and the silver box. Alright, the golden egg had a hobby pack, or a mega pack. Bo Nix rookie on the top there. Every other pack has an auto, so 50-50 chance at an auto. Alright, then he passed up on the silver box, and inside the silver box was a Funko. It was a Capquin Marvel Funko. So we missed out on a Marvel Funko there. So technically missed out on the whammy. And you got the golden box. And how about this? How about a 2019 Prism Draft Picks pack? Alright, 2019 Prism Draft Picks. Let's go. Let's see if we can pull you a heater. Alright. Lamar Jackson, second year card. Baker Mayfield, also second year card. That is a cool looking Drew Lock rookie. Crusade Drew Lock Prism rookie. Not numbered, but a nice looking Drew Lock rookie. Timmy Tebow. And look at that. Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, coming out of there on an insert. Hey, by the way, Kirk, you are welcome. And David, you are welcome as well. Alright, guys. Absolutely. Alright, let me look at one thing real quick. Just real quick on this. I don't know why I didn't have it posted. I had it posted, just not showing north. North. NFC North. Alright, so this was... Who bought it? I'm just trying to figure out. Do you know who bought the NFC North? We'll do the divisional breaks. NFC North in the full-size football. I don't know why it's not showing up for me here. It's really weird. This is a first. Oh, well, we'll get to the bottom of this. Alright. Chris, Dave, Jones, Jeff. No. Alright. Did I not sell it? South. Oh, there we go. Jeff! Mr. Sandhofer had it. Alright, sorry about that, Jeff. I knew it was sold. It just didn't show up on my end here. Alright. Yep, you did. I had it. Thank you, though. Alright, let's hit refresh. Alright. These divisional breaks. We're going to have a bunch of guesses, and at the end, I'm going to take 3 names. I'll put 4 boxes out there. There'll be 3 hits, 1 whammy. Right now, I want everybody out there to give me an NFL division. NFL division right here for a mini helmet. And it's going to be box 4. This guy right here, box number 4. So let me get this out. Alright, so box 4, this mini helmet right there will be used. Just give me 1 NFL division. Put that in the chat. I'll give you guys all a moment or 4. I already got the boxes ready for the giveaway. Thought I'd do that while we waited. Alright guys, no more guesses. In our break, we've got Daniel with the AFC East, Candace, the AFC North and the AFC South, Aaron, the AFC West, Daniel, the NFC East, Jake, the NFC North, Aaron, the NFC South, and Steve has the NFC West. Alright guys, no more guesses. No more guesses. Let's do this. Alright, box box 4, guys. This is box 4. It's a rip it and ship it. All right, rip it and ship it kind of deal. Good luck to everybody. We'll use a game on slice of pizza type of deal. All right, here we go. Hey, what up, Christian? All right, we have a specialty helmet alert on a Indianapolis Colts helmet. Indianapolis Colts. That'll be AFC South. AFC South on the hit here. I'm not sure I know the signature though. Does anybody know that Colts signature? Either way, AFC South on the hit. I'll look this up. I actually don't know if I know that signature. Alright, AFC South. Let's pull this up. JSA. Alright. We have WB 551646. Antoine Bethea. All right, Antoine Bethea coming out of there for the Indianapolis Colts. AFC South going out to Candace. All right, Candace. Antoine Bethea. Cool looking helmet right there. All right. Congrats, Candace. All right. It's weird. Is it showing you guys on your end everybody's like handle instead of your name, like for YouTube? It's showing just like your handle instead of your name. It is on my end. I'm not used to it, so it's throwing me off a little bit. All right. Let's see. AFC South. AFC South for the guesses. All right, Mr. Sweeney, you've got it. AFC South. Francis has it. So does Lamp. Is Lamp, I honestly have to ask, is that Jones? AFC South. It's throwing me off. Go to account settings. I never changed it to begin with though, so how do I do that? I don't even know where I go to account settings once I'm in the live setting. Alright. I don't know why it's all switched up. It's 9-2. Oh god, it was 2-2 when I stopped. Wait, hold on. Time stamps, participants, elimination. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm leaving it. Alright guys, just it might not know everybody's name on here right away. Alright guys, so that, wait, you said you called it there, Jeff? Hawks. I didn't even see that. AFC, yeah, there you go. Oh, I did have you. Alright, Thomas, Francis, Lamp, and Jeff Hawks. That's who I've got. Alright, so we're going to do football. And this one, we're going to use this box right here. It's box 6, so this box right there. So we're actually using the boxes that we have out. Go ahead, give me a divisional guess on this one. I'll give you a moment. Settings and customization. Huh. I don't know. Prayer. I don't know. It won't let me change it. I tried in the back end while I did this. Alright, guys. Go to channel settings. I actually did that. And it wouldn't let me on the side. Alright, so we have Chris with the AFC East, Jones the AFC North, Chris the AFC South, Jeff the AFC West and the NFC East, Jeffrey has the NFC North, Aaron the NFC South, and Dave the NFC West. Alright. Yeah. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Cheers. This was box 6. Box 6, they taped it all the way around. They're like, make sure you know the brand here. Pop up. There we go. Alright, we have an NFC, let's see, AFC West hit, and AFC West, and I actually think I know the signature. I think that's running back Larry Johnson, former Penn State running back. Larry Johnson, Kansas City Chief, on a Beckett authenticated football. Alright, so Larry Johnson. That's not bad at all. AFC West going out to Jeff. Alright, Jeff Hawks. Man, he was a fantasy football king at one point. Yeah, this is... Alright. Sorry, Thomas. Alright, so AFC, I want to keep saying AFC West. Alright, so AFC West. Alright, Matt, I've got you. AFC West. Osprey. Alright, Steve, I've got you. Donald Staley, I've got you. I love Desk. AFC West. Alright, I think that's everybody. Alright, I have Matt, Osprey, and Donald. right, guys. Well, I hope the surgery is finally the answer, at least. Alright, guys. Time for a little active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active retired basketball, hockey, or other. Go ahead and put your guesses in the chat. We'll figure out the 8x10 first. Looks like we've only used box number 2 out of the first 10 here. Alright. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is for the 8x10. 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, this will be for photo number 8. Photo number 8. Alright, cross that off on that sheet. And it looks like that, number 8. Uh-oh. Just put that there for now. We have number 1 as our placeholder. We also have numbers 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 10. Alright. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, this will be for box number 10. Box number 10, and we're doing this break here. Alright, we grab box 10. That is box 10. Coming off number 1. Make sure you guys see box 8 for the smaller one. Alright, guys. Last call on the guesses for this. Zachary's got active or retired baseball. Mark has active or retired football. Also has active or retired basketball. Steve has hockey. And Mark has other. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Game on. This is box 8. Box 8. We're going to give it a tear across like so. Well, look at this. Look at that. Angel Cordero Jr. We have a jockey. Not one that you wear, but a horse jockey. Angel Cordero Jr. Angel Cordero Jr. Jockey photo. So that's going to go in the category of other. Alright, Mark. Well, other love for Angel Cordero. And that is Beckett on the authentication. Alright. Alright. Time for box 10. Box 10. Alright, you can see that number right there. It looks like 01, but if you look at it that way, 10. Sealed up. Let's go. There's a cut. There's another. Give it a pop. Oh. We have a football. Active. Now he's not with this team anymore, but we have active football player. And that is going to be a Sam Darnold. Man, has he turned his career around. Sam Darnold. Alright, so I don't know. For some reason on the camera, that's not popping like it does in person. But there's a nice green pop on the SIG. And Beckett on the authentication on the Sam Darnold. Let's see if I can... The green pops, but it's like not with the shiny camera. More look... Okay, that's a better look at how it's going to pop. Alright, Sam Darnold. Coming out of there. Alright, double hit for Mark. active football. And other. All right. Active football and other. All right. So Donald, I'm going to add your name into this. Cavalier. Or Cali Traveler, I think it says. Thomas. Adam. Tom. What up, Tom? I've got you with other. Daniel and Jeff both have other. And Candace has active football. And then David, I've got you with active football as well. All right. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, on this. Stream settings. Let's see. So weird. Alright, guys. Last one. Hockey. Go ahead. Give me a division. A hockey division. Go ahead. Put that in the chat. One NHL division. I'm going to put the pucks out. And we'll just go this way. This will be box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 on the top, 8 on the bottom. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use the one on the very, very bottom. Alright, the one that's on the bottom is the one we'll roll with. Take all these off. Alright, that means this break is going to use box 41. Box 41 will be the box we use in our hockey puck break here. Alright, last call on those guesses. Jones with the Atlantic, Steve has the Metro, and Jeff has the Central and the Pacific. Alright. No more guesses. Let's go. We've got a puck out there. We've got a stick. We've got a breakaway. He shoots and scores. Let's pull a monster. Let's get it. Alright. There's the seal. Slide that off. Secondary seal right on each side. We have a draft puck. A draft puck coming out of here. Alright. We have from the 2019 hockey draft in Vancouver, Canada, autographed by Dustin Wolf. Dustin Wolf, first round draft pick in 2019. Alright, so Dustin Wolf. And this will go out to the Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames. I guess he wasn't a first round. He's 214th overall. I don't know why I thought it was first round. I assumed if you signed a draft pick puck, it probably would have been a first round pick. But Dustin Wolf, Calgary Flame goaltender. This is a Pacific hit. And I love these kind of pucks. Alright, so Pacific hit, Dustin Wolf, going out to Jeff. Jeff, congratulations. Nice hit, Dustin Wolf. Goaltender for the Flames. Alright, Wolfman. Alright, Pacific for the guesses. Alright, I got Candace, Jake. You guys are going to get in the love here. Thomas. June. We've got Kevin and Jeff H. Dad and Will. Dad and Will with some good guesses tonight. Alright, I think that's everybody. Let me know if I missed anybody. I've got Jake, Candace, Thomas, June, Jeff, Kevin, and Dad and Will. Alright, this was a different Jeff. This was Jeff S. So different Jeff on the hit for this. Alright. Take that puck off. Alright, and I already got the boxes ready, so let me put those out. 3 hits, 1 whammy. 3 hits, 1 whammy. We've got Butterfly, Shark, Babes, and the Popo. Alright, guys. Top 3 unique names. Going to get to pick a box of mystery here. Top 3 unique names. There's 3 times. There's 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Let's go. Alright, Jeff, the birthday boy, is going to get the pick. Matt, and then David, a.k.a. Dad and Will. These 3 names going to get the pick. You can pick any box you want. No order to make the selection. So Jeff Sandhofer, Matt P, and David Jones are going to get to make a selection here. Alright, so Jeff. Alright, Jeff is going with the Shark. David is going with the Police. That leaves us with the Babes and the Butterfly. Babes and Butterfly from Matt. Butterfly it is. Alright, nobody going with the Babes. Let's see what you guys all passed up on. The Babes had that pack 50-50 chance at an auto with a Bo Nix guaranteed rookie on the top. Alright, so we missed out on that. Alright. Then Butterfly. Matt went with Butterfly. Let's move these back. Butterfly to Matt. Matt, you are going to get not 1 but 2 Topps Chrome packs, a 2021 and a 2022 Topps Chrome baseball pack. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can pull you a monster. Alright, Matt, 2 Topps Chrome packs, 2 for the price of 1. Thought I'd make that a little bit more interesting. Some Chrome love. Alright, 2021 first. Alright. How about a Salvador Perez? You have a Cody Bellinger. A Tristan McKenzie rookie. And then what looks like we have a refractor here. We have Adonis Medina. Adonis Medina coming out of there. Alright. Phillies rookie. Alright, Matt, let's see what's coming out of the 2022 pack. Rhys Hoskins. A Ramel Tapia. Adam Frazier. Ryan Vlade, rookie. And Mike Yastrzemski. So nothing huge out of the 2 packs. We gave it a whirl. 2 Chrome packs, but nothing unfortunately huge. Was hoping for it. Alright. Then the Police. David. Going with the Police. David. I'm going to tell you right now, David. 2 for the price of 1 on this one. 2 whammies. You are going to get 2 skulls with beautiful, beautiful little pieces of petals, flower petals across the top of each skull. All right, these skulls coming your way. Happy Halloween. All right, there's some weight to these guys, a little bit of weight. All right, David, skull with petals is what they're called. You get both of them. Alright, that means Jeff. Dun, 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 dun. Jeff, you are going to get a Monopoly Prism pack. Alright, Monopoly Basketball Prism. 24-25 edition. Alright, Monopoly Basketball Prism. Let's see what's coming out of here. A Bob Carrington rookie. JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonathan Kuminga, both these guys got some nice new contracts this offseason. And James Harden, who's got every contract ever known to man. All right. And he actually got a new deal as well. All right, so Bob Carrington and then 3. Hey, Kuminga's in the rotation now, too. Started opening night and second game. You're welcome. Awesome, David. All right. Give me a second here. Looks like most of the stuff on the site is sold out. Alright, most of it is sold out. Looks like we only got 3 different breaks with spots still available. Alright, guys. I think we should do a football helmet break. Why not? Let's do a football helmet break. I gotta put the Jaguars, Chargers, and Jets. So, it's the one you guys see on the screen. Give me a moment to update it. It's going to be the authentic. It's the last box I have from this entire series. Last box I have the entire series. Alright, and for now it'll be the last authentic Gold Rush box we do until they release a new product. But box 4 will be the one we use. I gotta just add the people that came in with spots here since we got started tonight. So give me well, 2 minutes to do that. And while I do that, I'm gonna have everybody put in the chat 4 NFL player names. 4 player names. And if it comes out of the helmet or the jersey that we end up using in this break, I'm gonna give you a box of mystery here. Alright, guaranteed there will be no whammies in this as well. Alright, so just want to let you know, guarantee no whammy. Alright, so Don, what up Don? I've got you with the Jaguars in a separate break. That is a different break with the Jaguars, Don. I just want to make sure you know. Jake, I've got you with the Mariners in the juiced break. We'll be rolling with Mark with the Bravos in the juiced break, as well as a spot in our Centennial. Charlene's getting a spot in the Centennial. What up, Charlene? Also the Pistons. Jones in for a hit with the Browns, Brewers, and Kings. And also has the Guardians and the Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz. Dennis has the Jaguars in the break we're looking at, actually. just get this. Actually, I'm an idiot. This break isn't sold out. Alright, well, I am an idiot. We'll do this break, but I have 2 spots still available in this break. Alright, so I have the Chargers and I have the Jets in this break. The Chargers and Jets. Those spots are actually still available. Each person that buys a spot here, you're actually going to get a pack of Donruss 2024 Football Gravity Packs. If you buy both spots, Chargers and Jets, you will get 2 packs. But I'll give you a pack of 2024 Donruss Football Gravity just for buying, because I'm an idiot and didn't realize that these are not sold. The Chargers and Jets. The Jaguars is sold. Dennis, thank you. But we'll do this one. Alright guys, so we know it's going to be this box right here. I'll get those packs ready. Alright, so a couple Donruss football packs. Gotta get a football jersey ready for this. We'll use box 1, jersey 1 as a placeholder. Alright, Jake, thank you so much. Bought the Chargers. So the Chargers are gone. That leaves us with the Jets. And I believe Aaron Rodgers is on a Jets helmet, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I think. Or, there's a big Jet hit, I know that. Let's see. I think it was Aaron Rodgers. Alright, so we got 2 Jakes coming in. Jake R and Jake T on this. Alright, so I am just going to randomly assign these packs. So this one will be Jake Runner or Runer, and this will be Jake T. Alright, Jake. Alright, so I'm just going to put Jake R and Jake TH. Alright, so Jake T. This is Jake T's pack. And this is Jake R's pack, just to confuse it. Or not confuse it. Alright, this is Jake R. Jake R. This will be your score, or Donruss 2024 pack. Alright, Jake R. You have a Travis Kelce, Aiden Hutchinson, a Jerome Bettis press proof Rams logo. There is a Jared Wiley rated rookie. And a Quentin Johnston rookie, or not rookie, but Quentin Johnston second year card. What a loaded wide receiver and now tight end core they have, including tight end core in Los Angeles with those Chargers. Alright, that was Jake R's pack. Jake T, here's your pack. Thank you guys again. Alright, this is Jake T. There's Deron Bland, Kyle Hamilton, your press proof, Charles Woodson, your rated rookie, Terrian Arnold, and you're going to be looking at a super duper Mark Duper as your final card. Alright guys, thank you again for buying those spots. I will figure out our jersey and then we'll go in and I will refresh the screen for you guys to see. Alright, for the jersey I have boxes 1, 2, 6, and 9. 1, 2, 6, and 9 for the jersey. If you haven't yet, give me 4 NFL players that could possibly come out of the helmet or jersey. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use jersey number 2. Jersey number 2 here. Alright, let me cross that off of my cheat sheet and grab the correct jersey. Alright, here's jersey 2. There goes jersey 1. Alright, last helmet from the whole series. Let's get ready for it, guys. I'm going to call no more guesses. I don't know if I already did, but we'll do that now. This is box 2. Box 2. Let's hit refresh, and you see the list here. Alright, guys. We have Kirk with the Cardinals, Rick with the Falcons, Daniel's got the Ravens, Mike has his Bills, Rick with the Panthers, James has the Bears, George with the Bungles, Mark has the Brownies. Here comes Daniel with the Boys and the Broncos. William's got the Lions, Daniel's got the Pack Attack, Jeff has the Texans and his Colts, Dennis with the Jags, Chad's got the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Jake with the Chargers, June with the Rams, just in time for a big hit with the Dolphins. Stacy's got the Vikes, George with the Pats, Candace with the Saints, Rick has the Giants, Jake has the Jets, Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly, Dave has the Steelers, Daniel with the Niners, Kirk's got the Seahawks, Rick's got the Bucks, Rudy's got the Titans, and Mike is sitting on the commode. Alright, we'll call this here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Quarterback, let's go. Oh yeah, here we go, big hit. Oh yeah. My daughter makes the good luck charms if you're new. I am a little goofy, but more so, try to have fun. Alright, we have a 49er hit. 49er hit coming out of here. Running back, Garrison Hurst. Garrison Hurst coming out of here on a 49er jersey. Alright, so Garrison Hurst. And that is a Beckett authenticated Garrison Hurst. Alright. 49ers on the board. Daniel, there you go. Garrison Hurst. Former Eagle, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, Beckett authenticated. Alright, last helmet from this whole shebang. Give it a little glove tap from Fitzmagic. Quarterback. Alright, this is box 4. Box 4. Let's go. There's the front, side, back. One cut. Another cut. Going down and across. Looks like we might have a college helmet here. Might have a college helmet. I think, yes we do. Oh, big hit here. Big time hit. Alright. This is a great hit. I think he's going to be really good, and it's just a matter of time before he's the ever down running back for this team. Look at this. Ohio State Buckeye. Ohio State Buckeye. Running back from the New England Patriots. TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson on a Beckett authenticated full-size authentic helmet. Sweet, sweet lid right there for the Patriots. Alright, George. Great hit. Great hit. George. Alright, did we have any correct guesses? No. And Hurst? Nope. Alright, nobody with any correct guesses. But you know what? I want to do a 50-50 chance, as long as you put a comment in the, up until I said no more guesses. I'm going to take that as a chance here at a box of mystery, and there's going to be a 50-50 chance here at a whammy or a hit. Alright, we're going to have 50-50 chance at a whammy here or a hit. Alright, so 50-50 whammy or hit, and I am going to make the hit really nice. Alright, so 50-50 chance here. Whammy or hit. silver or gold. It'll be your option, silver or gold. All right. All right. Top name on the 7th time, as long as it's not a name and not a guess. Just like Francis would count. Thanks, Dave would not count. Alright, 7 times. Top one. Gonna get pick a box here. 50-50 chance at a really nice hit, or whammy. 6 times and 7 times. Alright, Jersey, Aaron. Aaron, you are going to get to pick here. Silver or gold? Silver or gold, Aaron? Good luck. Where's my pen? Alright, Aaron. Silver or gold? Go for the gold. Alright. Going gold. That means you passed up on silver. Aaron, you passed up on silver. Inside of silver was not 1, but 2 packs. So the Bonix with the 50-50 chance of an auto in there, plus a Prism Draft Picks jumbo pack with 4 packs of Prism Draft Picks 2015 in there. So that was the big one, unfortunately, Aaron. But you know what? Sometimes, Aaron, you need a late night craving, a little snack. You know, sometimes you're willing to go an extra mile for that little extra snack. Sometimes that little extra snack is pressing your luck. But tonight, Aaron, you're going to White Castle. Check out your brand new pair of socks. These White Castle bad boys come in a pack of 2. Not a pack of 12, not a lunch sack, but a pack of 2 White Castles. All right, Aaron. Always trying to have a little fun in there, so glad you like them. Glad you like them. Alright, again, George and Daniel, congrats on the hits. Alright, guys. Give me a second here. Just want to make one quick update. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm at 7, but let me double check to make sure. That does not. Alright, give me a second here. 3. Just want to look at something because I might have missed somebody getting a multiple on our Centennial. But only 6 spots remain in the Centennial. Insanely huge potential with that, obviously. Alright, Mr. Hawks. I had you at alright. So Thomas, Charlene, Mark, June, then Mark has 3, Jake has 1, Jeff has 2. Alright, so I'm good there. Just double checking on this, so give me a moment. Apologize for the delay, but I want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, I think I know where I messed up. Jones had 2. That was easy. Jones had 2. Alright, very first person. Alright, very easy. Alright, so I think it's a good time to go deep and get into the Funko. Alright, let's have the Funko break right now. 1 Funko, 1 jersey, and 1 photo. All right, for this break, all you have to do, literally the only thing you have to do is put one letter in the chat as your guest. One letter. All right, for the first thing here, we got to figure out our photo. We know 2 and 8 are gone. 2 and 8 are gone. Everything else is still there. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Yep, I got you in there. That I had. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Top number will be for our photo in this break. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, photo number 4. Photo 4. All right, cross that off the cheat sheet. Here we go. Photo number 4. All right, jersey 1 is on the table. We also have numbers 3 and 5. 1, 3, and 5 are possibilities here. 1, 3, and 5 for the jersey. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, jersey number 3. Jersey 3's coming on. This guy. Number 1 out of there. And then for the Funko, we've got every number but the number 2 from the case. Every number but the number 2. Alright, so 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the one that's out there, we roll. Alright, if this was the 7th time, Jones would have the letter A and George would have the letter Z, but you know what? We're gonna mix that all up 7 times. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. George, you'll have A. Tom, you're gonna have Z. Alright. Alright, these are the letters. Oh, well, let's put it in a refresh. Let me go in and refresh that for you guys. Alright, George, you're going to have the letters A, B, and C. Chris is going to have D, Aaron E, June F, George has G, David has H, George has I, and Candace has J. George has K, Jake has L, George has M, N, O, P. Aaron has Q, Candace has R, Daniel's got S, George has T, Jones has U, George has V, and Daniel's got the W. George has X, Tom has Y, and Z. All right. Those are the letters now. All right, guys. I'm calling no more guesses. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. Is anybody interested in making a trade? I'll just see if there's any chatter. I'm going to assume not, but give you a moment to see if you're mucking it up or not. All right, no trades. Let's get into it. Aaron's willing to trade the letter Q. I'm going to guess it's going to be quiet on the Q. Patrick Queen is out there. Possible. Alright. We're going to get into this big time right now. We're going to use the Whopper. The tasty goodness. Ready to get juiced on. Box 4. Let's go. Sealed up all the way down. Alright, no fails. No fails. There we go. Photo number 4. Photo number 4. Let's go. Here we go. We actually pulled one of these not long ago in a baseball box. How about a Steve Garvey? Steve Garvey right there. Well, that's a nice photo right there. Steve Garvey, Dodger legend. George, that'll be coming your way. Steve Garvey. Congratulations, George. Steve Garvey on the hit. Very, very nice first baseman. Dodger fans. Not happy tonight, but they'll be happy with a hit like that. photo number, or jersey number 3. Jersey number 3. All right, here we go. Box 3 sealed up. Secondary seal's gonna be right there. Cut into this, going across. Good luck, everybody. Oh, here we go. The letter P, Hall of Fame wide receiver from the Dallas Cowboys, Drew Pearson. Drew Pearson. That's George. George on the double hit so far. Beckett on the authentication. Drew Pearson. All right, Dallas Cowboy. Drew Pearson. D. Pearson. Long time wait for the Hall of Fame, and finally made it a couple years ago now. Almost. What, 4 years ago? All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is box 1. Box 1. Funko. Let's cut into this, see what we got. Secondary seal. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Hall of Fame quarterback. The letter B, the hat trick. Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw on the hit. Congratulations, George. Beckett authenticated, a Hall of Fame quarterback. Many younger people out there will know him more so for his work on Fox. Maybe some of his Jay Leno appearances back in the day, but there we go. Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw on the hit. Leave it out there for a moment. All right, George. Letter B coming up big here for us. All right. We have BGP. The BGP for the guesses. All right. So Steve, I got you a little Osprey love with the letter P. BGP. Kyle Style with the letter G. Jake with the letter B. But every letter was guessed correctly. BGP. David and Will with the letter B. All right, those are the 4 names. I've got Steve, Kyle, Jake, and David with correct guesses. All right, I'm going to put the boxes of mystery together for you guys. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Let's do it. 2 hits, 1 whammy. One of these has an autographed photo. One of these has an autographed photo in it. 2 hits, 1 whammy. One of those has an autographed photo. Just going to tell you right now, one of those has an autographed photo. Can someone correctly guess it? Alright, 7 times. Top name going to get to pick a box here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Osprey. Alright, Steve. One of those has an autographed photo, one has a whammy, and another one just has a traditional pack in there. And we did what break? We just did... What break did I just do? We did this. No, we did this break. All right, Steve. All right, well, the photo, Steve, I'm going to tell you right now, the photo isn't necessarily in the box. I'm just telling you, the photo isn't in the box. But you want to stick with silver? I'm not telling you silver's wrong. I'm just telling you that the photo isn't in any box. All right. Got it. All right. Passed up on gold. Gold has that pack that nobody wants with the Bo Nix rookie in it. Then, inside of the flowers was the autograph photo. This represented the autograph photo. So no autograph photo this time around. Steve, hate to tell you, Steve, you whammy. All right, Steve, coming out of here. Not all whammies created equal, because you just got your hands on that Captain, the Capt Gwen Marvel Funko coming your way. Congratulations, Steve. That Funko is coming your way. Awesome. Well, congrats, Steve. I'm glad you liked it. That worked out well. Guys, I think it's time for us to have a little talk with the bat. Na bat time. Yeah. Alright, guys, we're gonna do one Gold Rush bat paired up with not one but two autographed TriStar baseballs. Alright, in this break I'm gonna let you guys give me five. Hey, you're always welcome. Everybody's always welcome. I really do appreciate you guys break with me. I hope you guys enjoy my my giveaways. I try to have them be silly and fun at the same time. So, thank you. Alright, guys. In this break, we have one autographed bat, two autographed baseballs. We have 10 baseballs to choose from. 1 and 2 are our placeholders. Let's figure out which ones we'll be using. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use boxes 4 and 6. 4 and 6 are going to be used in this break, so let me grab those two. Here we are. 4 and 6. Just put them up there like that. And 1 and 2. Adios, muchacho. Alright, that one is on the table. We have every number but 3. Every number but 3 is left in the case. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 5. Box 5 here. Let's go grab that. Alright, coming on now. 5. Orioles numero 1. That back. Alright, guys. In our break, we've got Eric with the Diamondbacks, Case has the Braves, Mark has the Orioles and Red Sox, Daniel's got the Cubbies, Mark F with the White Sox, Jeff has his Reds, Stacy's got the Guards, Juan's got the Rocks, Stacy's got the Tigers, Case with the Astros, George has the Royals, Richard with the Angels in the outfield, here comes Jake with the Dodgers, Bijan back in the action. Welcome back, my friend. She's got the Marlins. Jake with the Brewers. Case has the Twins. Tom's got the Mets. Mark R with the Yanks. Mark B with the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. Richard's got the Pirates. Richard B with the Pirates. Mark R with the Padres. Zachary's got his Giants. Richard's got the M's. Brendan's got the Cardinals. Bijan's got the Rays and the Rangers. Mike has his Jays. And Jeff sitting down nicely with the Commanders of the National Field. I'm so used to saying Washington Commanders. That's Washington Nationals, the team I worked for. All right. Good luck, everybody. Nothing goes better with baseball than a little hot dog Frank. Oh yeah, here we go, big hit. Oh yeah, box 4, hot dog Frank. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna hit and cut into this area right there. It wraps around to this side. Get our box cutter out, our baseball. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. One of the greatest performances during a rain delay ever was by this player. Former catcher, Rawlings, TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball from the Baltimore Orioles. We have the MVP of the 1983 World Series, Mr. Rick Dempsey. Rick Dempsey coming out of there. Mark, nice hit. Rick Dempsey. All right, former Oriole catcher Rick Dempsey coming out. And he was a character. Dempsey. Alright, box number 6. Box number 6. Here we go. Oh yeah. Yum yum. Yum. Hot dog Frank. Box 6, sealed up. Alright, we're going to cut into this area at the top. It's going to go over, down there, and it's go time. Alright, I actually, the name rang a bell, but I didn't know he was associated with the team, so this is going to be interesting. Rawlings, TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball. We have team listed, so I don't even need to look it up for Astros Hall of Fame, Tal Smith. Tal Smith. Alright, general manager, president, as well as former founder of a firm that advises Major League Baseball teams on salary arbitration cases. Worked with the Astros from 76 to 80 and 95 to 2011, and he's in the Astros Hall of Fame. Astros is written on the ball, so very easy to look up. All right, I remember the name during collective bargaining negotiations. That's how I actually knew it. That's an interesting pool right there. Let's see. I'll show the other bat break. Let's see if you have the Rays in that. You do. It's the other break. It's the juice break. All right, Houston Astros. Case. There we go. Tal Smith. Baseball. All right, guys. Let's go. This is bat number 5. Bat number 5. All right. This is the side we're going to open. Let me show you the barrel first. All right, barrel right there. Gold Rush. All right, number 5. Let's cut into this, see what we got. One cut there. Another cut. Let's see, let me pull on that end. Rawlings bat. There's the auto. All right. Current team on the guess here. Current team on the guess. All right, this was a later pickup. Nice player. It's going to be interesting where he plays in 2026. Very interesting to see. We have from the Chicago White Sox. This is going to be Mark F. We have Luis Robert Jr. Luis Robert Jr. on the hit right there. Rawlings authenticated Major League Baseball bat. I'm leaning toward the White Sox picking up his option and trading him. That's where I'm leaning toward the offseason happening with Luis Robert. It's a tough one. They only pick it up if there's a trade, and I predict that he'll be traded. I predict he's picked up and he's traded. All right, but for now, Luis Robert, a hit for Mark. On the hit parade right here. All right, congratulations, Mark. Very nice. Beckett authenticated hit for the White Sox. All right, no one with the correct guess. All right. I'm going to have 3 boxes out there. All 3 boxes are going to have an autograph. I'm telling you right now, all 3 boxes have an autograph. One of them is going to have a koozie in it. If you get the one with the koozie, your autograph is coming your way. All right? If you get the one with the koozie, the autograph is coming your way, and that will be an autograph photo. All right? But all 3 boxes will have a guaranteed auto in it. All right, all 3 are guaranteed to have an autograph in it. And one person's going to pick which box they would like. No matter what, this person's going to get an autograph. And you're not going to believe this, but I'm just going through and I'm going to copy and paste the last hour of content. Alright? Actually, no, I'll do this break. It's only fair. It's only fair. Alright. Here we go. 7 times. Top name. You are going to get to pick a box here. Guaranteed to get an auto. There's 3. There's 4. Has to be a name. Can't be just a comment. Has to be a name. There's 6. One more makes it 7. Stacy. All right, Stacy. You are going to get to pick a box here, Stacy. All right, Mr. Christensen. You get to tell me, do you want to go with Trash, Shark, or Stacy, do you want to go with the Babes? Hopefully we didn't lose Stacy. I know Stacy gets up early. Matt, are you still here? Matt P, are you still here? Because if Matt's still here, I'll let Matt pick for Stacy. Alright, I'm going to give this 10 seconds for Matt or Stacy to make a comment. If not, I didn't see who the second name was. I'm going to see who the second name was in a second. I will look. And I will give it to the second name. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. We are going to go with George. Alright, George. You are going to get the pick. And you know what, Jeff? It's your birthday weekend. I'll let you pick as well. George and Jeff can make a selection. Why not? It's the birthday weekend for Jeff. I'll let George pick first, and Jeff, you'll pick second. And Javen. Alright. George. I'll still send Stacy something. And Jeff. Alright. George is going babes. Jeff is going trash. I'm going to tell you right now. You guys both passed up on the autograph photo. So that was the big potential one. Alright, so you both passed up on the autograph photo. Alright. George went babes. George, we're going to go with George first. George, here are your babes. It's a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie from Leaf. Alright, George, let's see if we can pull out a name in here for you for the auto. Chris Turner, Andrew Karp, Luis Martinez, Jacob Nix, Kevin Mosquet, Jared Datok, Dan Siriano. Your auto is Daniel Wassinger. Daniel Wassinger is your auto. All right, Daniel Wassinger. Scott Blewett, Ryan Hingst, and Reese Edens. All right, George. Nothing huge, unfortunately, but you never know. We're giving it a whirl. All right, Jeff. Similar thing here, Jeff. Hobby pack with the guaranteed autograph in there for you, Jeff, as well. Let's see if the birthday boy can pull it out here. All right. Brady Aiken, former top pick. Cameron Varga, Garrett McCann, Daniel Wentworth, Jordan Baker, Hunter Taylor, Luke Dykstra, Lenny's kid. Your auto is Dalton Guthrie. Dalton Guthrie is your auto. Monte Harrison, Tyler Kalick, and Will Johnson. Alright, those are the cards coming your way, guys. We tried. The auto's where it's at on that product there. Stacy, yes. You know what, Stacy, you did. You know what, let me give you an auto pack. Why not? I'll give you one of those auto packs, too. Where is the case? Alright. The box. Stacy. Left or right? Left or right? I'll give you one as well. You guys are welcome. Stacy, it'll be a guaranteed auto in there for you. Left it is. That one. This one we'll put to the side. Alright, Stacy. I get it. No worries at all. Alright, Stacy. You have an Adam Hazley, Brandon Spagnola, Giovanni Abreu, Imani Willis, John Henry Styles, Dale Burdick. Your auto is, we saw the name earlier, Brennan Spagnola. Seth Mullis, Mitch Stallings, Tyler Urbeck, and Noah Sadler. Alright, again, nothing huge. Autos are where they're at on this product. Stacy will send those out your way as well. Alright, guys. Okay, no problem. Give me a second here. Alright, let me just make updates here. Padres. Alright. Got Jake with the Rockies and Padres. Kevin has, thank you, Kevin, 4 spots. And Jeff has 2 in our Centennial. Alright, thank you guys. Alright, looks like we're sold out of everything tonight. Thank you. Alright, let's go do... This is potential for our biggest hit of the night. Alright, potential for the biggest hit in the night. Let's do it now, because I still have a full size. I have several cases that are not on the table that you don't see. Well, I guess just 2, but we'll do those once there's a little bit more room on the table. Both are football products. But let's do the Immortal Hit Parade Authentic Helmet. Let's do that. It's a monster potential hit here. Absolute monster potential hit. Alright, guys. For this specific break, I want to have everybody out there, I want you guys to give me one NFL division. One NFL division. It's going to be this helmet, box 40. If the helmet matches the division you guess, you're going to have a chance here to box a mystery. And I'll put 2 really nice hits out there and 1 whammy. Alright, so 2 really nice hits and 1 whammy will be out there. Alright, so box 40 is what we're using for the helmet. We don't know is what jersey we're going to use. And box 1 is currently sitting out there looking pretty. Alright. Box 1. We have 1, 6, and 9 for the jersey. There's 2 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use jersey number 6 here, guys. Jersey number 6 for this break. Alright, let me grab that real quick. Six. And going out is jersey 1. Alright, in our break here, we have Chris with the Cardinals, Aaron with the Falcons, Jones has the Ravens, Mike has the Bills, Mark has the Panthers, Daniel with the Bears, Jeff has the Bengals, Mark has the the Browns, Jeff has the Bungles, Mark has the Browns. If you haven't put a guess in yet, you're guessing for the helmet and helmet only, just a reminder. Jeff has the Cowboys and Broncos, June with the Lions, Daniel's got the Pack Attack, Jeff has the Texans and Colts, Don's got the Jags, Christian's got the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Matt's got the Chargers, Jake has the Rams, Dave with the Dolphins, George with the Vikes, Dave has the Pats, Steve with the Saints, Chris has the Giants, Matt with the Jets, Stacy's got the Fly Eagle Fly, Carl's got them Steelers. Gilbert's got the 49ers. Thomas got the Seahawks. Case with the Bucks. Chris with the Titans. And Jeff sitting on the commode. All right, friends. Let's go. Here we go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No more guesses. Uh-huh. Box 6, let's go. All right, jersey number 6. I'm going to give a slice at the top of the box, the bag. Maybe a little bit more effort into it. There we go. Ooh. We have a Jacksonville Jaguar. An OG from the original 95 roster. Jimmy Smith, former Cowboys Super Bowl champion. But there we go. Jimmy Smith. That's a nice Jaguar hit right there. Beckett on the authentication. Silver Sig on Jimmy Smith. All right. Jaguars. All right, Don, nice hit. Jimmy Smith. What a nice career he had with what a nice team that was. Mark Brunell and Jimmy Smith, and then eventually you would get Fred Taylor joining that crew. All right, guys, here we go. I don't know about you, but I'd go for a little bit of pizza. Game on! Game on! All right, my daughter's most recent good luck charm is the pizza, for those that are unaware. Some of these charms are 6 years old. Things like this. She's now 13, and she's actually embarrassed by it, but then I told her people love her old good luck charms. And she's like, okay, all right, if they like it, that's good. She's like, do you need me to replace it? I'm like, no, just from time to time, make a new one. They love when you make new ones. And if you're wondering, how do I get my daughter involved? A lot of the proceeds from these breaks go to either cash flow for buying new product, which is very, very important, and then also going toward my daughter's 529 college fund. So, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, there is box 40. This is not a full-time, well, it's kind of like a full-time job, but it's not how I make my full-time salary. I work in education. I am a community outreach director for a cyber charter school, if you ever wondered. So I travel all around the state of Pennsylvania doing my work. And I meet kids in every county of the state, every week pretty much. Some weeks I'm staying in the Pittsburgh area, so I don't have to travel overnight. Next week I'll be in Lancaster County and Chester County, Pennsylvania. If you were wondering, and if you weren't, well, information you just lost 12 seconds of your life. All right, there is our helmet. There we go. Ooh, I'm really curious to see which team they have this on. Oh, I am so curious. Is it current team or is it former team? Current team or former team? Oh, this is going to be big. Current team? Or I think it's going to be current team. I think we have current team. We do. We have a Green Bay Packer. We have a Green Bay Packer. Oh, I love this series. Look at that Speed Flex helmet. Look at that Speed Flex helmet right there on the helmet. It's an authentic Speed Flex Eclipse helmet. of Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs coming out of there on a, look at that Packer hit for Daniel. What a hit, Daniel. I'll be in Chester. All right, Daniel, what a hit. Josh Jacobs. All right, Pack Attack. All right, so for what it's worth, the authentication, Beckett and Josh Jacobs has his own authentication on products as well. All right, there's a look at that lid. What a stick. These speed flexes are awesome. I have one more left from the case. It seems like these have been pretty popular. I might try to get my hands on one more case. Like I mentioned previously, my price point on my end is very, very small, especially when people, get the 10% off, which I have no problem with. That's why it exists. But I just point out that that's why I can't do it on every break. But people love this product though. Love it. And the hits have been amazing. All right, Daniel, congratulations. Can you wear it? I don't think you can wear it, but it is an awesome helmet. They purposely made the series so you couldn't wear it, which it's called an authentic, but it's still not meant to be worn, if that makes sense. I think you can probably possibly get your head in, but I don't know. Okay, maybe you can. I don't know. I didn't think you could, but maybe you can. I haven't tried. So I'll be lying. Steve, that's the best comment of the day. I loved it. I absolutely love that comment. You made my night, Steve. All right, NFC North. That made my night. NFC North. All right, NFC North for the guess here, guys. All right, Nathan, I've got you with an NFC North guess. Troy has an NFC North guess. Tom. What up, Tom? You've got the North. So does Jesse. Jeff. There you go. Mr. Sandhofer. I hope it's pronounced Hoffer. Because, Jeff, if it's Hofer, I've been saying it wrong all along. And now that I look at it, I'm like, it's one F, so maybe it is Hofer. I always say Hoffer, and I'm like, wait, maybe it's Hofer. I'm gonna put. Alright. Donald, I hope you enjoy these. I hope you enjoy it. I try to make it entertaining. If nothing else, I hope you're entertaining. That's what I always said. Tom. Alright, guys. Let's do this. I promise that a hit is really going to be nice. Your hits on this break really going to be special. I'm just telling you that. That's all I'm going to say. The hits are special. Hits are special. All right. There is one hit, one whammy, 2 hits, 1 whammy. One of the hits is a guaranteed autograph on this. All right. 7 times. 7 times. Top name on the 7th time. You get to pick a box of mystery here. There are 2 hits, 1 whammy. There's 4, there's 5, there's 6, and 7 times. Jeff! All right, Jeff. Jeff, I am going to tell you right now. There are 2 hits, 1 whammy. And some people like flowers for their birthday. Some people like gold. Some people like trash. And what break did we just do? I lost my mind, but we did this break. All right, Jeff. Jeff is going with the flowers. All right. Jeff, that means you passed up on a big potential one with this one. How about a Prism Draft Picks 2015? There are 4 packs of Prism Draft Picks football in that jumbo pack. All right, Jeff, so you missed out on that. You also missed out on the whammy. Inside the whammy, Jeff, was your chance to get a very unique Afro Unicorn beach ball, because, you know, in Alaska, beach balls are hopping. All right, Jeff, so you missed out on that. That means, Jeff, for your birthday, you get an autographed 8x10 photo. 8x10 photo. All right, Jeff. I have, I think, just one left. It's from the case. I do. Last one from the case. So it's this guy right here. Autographed photo for you, Jeff. It's the one we're going to use. I'll even give you a good luck tap. Put your name on the sticker there. All right, Jeff. We're going to open it. Good luck. A little birthday luck coming your way for a photo here. Oh, you're going to love this, Jeff. This is so perfect for you. Never quit. Rudy Rudiger, Jeff. That is insanely fitting for you, Jeff. That is so cool. I have chills. How cool that is, Jeff. No joke. I have chills right now. How cool this photo is for you right now. Happy birthday, my friend. Rudy Rudiger, never quit. Because I know you got a lot going on with your life. That is perfect. That is so perfect, Jeff. Congratulations. Oh, Offspring. That sounds awesome. Yeah, Vince Vaughn is the quarterback. Absolutely. Now, which movie was that movie first, or was the movie where he goes to Vegas? What's it called? Starts with an S. Oh man, Swingers. Which movie came out first, Swingers or that movie? I never remember. Swingers came out first. Okay. right, well, congratulations. All right, guys, we're about to engage on the only break we're going to do the entire evening without a giveaway. That said, it's a fan favorite, one of our most popular breaks, and it's a lot of fun. All right, so this is what we call the 3 jersey Raz break. It's an eBay only break. So I only ever sell these spots for this break on eBay. And speaking of that, I always list on the website our upcoming schedule. If you ever want to buy anything on eBay, if you buy anything on eBay, click this link. It takes you to the app. It takes you to the website if you're using a desktop. I get like 0.5%, literally I think it's like 33 of 1% of the sale of anything you buy. It doesn't even have to be from me on eBay. I literally just take that. The money gets deposited directly into my daughter's 529 college fund. So that's just an FYI on that. Anybody that buys eBay, trust me, if you don't do it, it's not a big deal. I have no idea who does or doesn't. But it's a little small something that I have to make note because I do make a small commission when you use these eBay links. That said, I wanted to point out that make sure that you guys are signed up for Dad Bucks rewards points if you aren't already. From time to time, I try to do between 4 and 5 special giveaways every year that you can use your rewards points toward. Autographed memorabilia that I do from time to time. I'll have one here probably either November or December for our next one. Probably beginning of December is my guess, but we'll see for Dad Bucks rewards points. But it also a good thing to be signed up for is if you refer anybody that you refer, you can use the referral program on here as well. And everybody that you refer, you actually get, let me see here. Where is it? Rewards. Referral is on here somewhere. I think you have to be logged in. I don't know. Why do I not know this? Oh, here we go. Referral program. You will get $20. Each person, refer a friend. Anybody that you refer, you will each get $20 towards anything on Dad Breaks. So feel free to use that. It's a great program, and I will appreciate it. You will appreciate it. So just wanted to share that with anybody out there. All right. That being said, we have box 2 on the table. The way this works, there's going to be not 1, not 2, but 3 jerseys in the box. One of them is guaranteed to come from the list you see here on your left-hand side. Say we pull out of here in Ed O'Neill. Rick is going to be doing a little happy dance from Oregon. Happy that he got the Ed O'Neill jersey. But then say we also pulled out of here, I don't know, Mark Grizzolonic. Mark Grizzolonic isn't on our list. I don't know why his name came up in my mind, but it did. I'm always trying to think of a random name. William Pennyfeather. All right, say we picked William Pennyfeather out of here. He's not on the list, but each name on here has a chance to hit twice. So say we also pulled the Ed O'Neill, then any name that doesn't come out of here, we put into random.org at the end, and we would, the top name or top 2 names, depending on how many jerseys we have to use, random.org would get that. Grizzolonic, William Pennyfeather, those would be options. Hopefully we do better than Pennyfeather. All right, we have boxes 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. So 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 are possibilities for us. All right, I have to be honest with you. Not a huge Nick Swardson fan. That might be a bad take. Not sure. I did love him in Benchwarmers though, but overall, not my favorite. Rob Schneider, honestly, his best role was in Home Alone, but he's not terrible. Very political now, which I don't know if I need, but not a huge Nick Swardson fan though. 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 are the possibilities. Love Adam Sandler though. Adam Sandler, the fact that he can actually act when he clearly shows that he's not trying to some of the time, I love him all around. Even when the movie sucks, I like Adam Sandler, which is why he makes a lot of movies, because he's likable. Alright guys, box number 3. He's a genuine person. I guess that's why I like him. He feels like a genuine person. You know, I don't know. Probably isn't. Probably one of those guys you don't want to meet, but it is what it is, you know? Oh, thank you, Steve. Yep, I love Sandler and Spade. Yep. And to think that he was. His sister in law was Kate Spade, the famous designer, which is just crazy. I did not know that Swartzen's from that area. Like I said, I liked him in Benchwarmers though, and no idea why I should like. I probably shouldn't like anything about that movie, but I did. All right, guys. Tom has Allen Iverson. Mike has Brett Hall. Thomas has Charlie Sheen and Chevy Chase. Mike has Dan the Man Marino. Justin's got the Worm. Mike has Dick Butkus. What a great name. Greatest name in sports, arguably. Rick has Ed O'Neill. Oh yeah, Polka. Christian's got Emmett Smith. Jake has Fernando Tatis Jr. Mark has the Big Hurt late night commercial. We've got Adam with James Cook. Juan's got Jeremy Roenick. Kirk's got Jim Kelly. Zachary's got Joe Montana, the goat before we knew what a goat was. Daniel's got John Kruk. We've got Matthew with Johnny Smoltz. Jeff has Dr. J. Stacy's got Justin Jefferson. Jeff has Larry Bird. Kirk has LT. Daniel's got LaShawn McCoy. We've got Jake with Michael Penix Jr. Kirk's got Coach Dicka. We've got Jeff with Pete Rose. Nathan's got Ray Lewis. Thomas has the Red Sox championship team. We've got Jake with Ricky Williams 420. Troy's got Slam and Sammy Sosa. Thomas has the Sandlot cast. Jeff has the Diesel. Kirk has Sean Kemp. Justin's got Trey Young. Mike's got Troy Polamalu. And Tom has Vincent LaRusso. All right, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, guys, we are going to use Life is Like a Box of Jerseys. You never know what you're going to get. So, yes, my daughter did not make this one, but my daughter did get me that as a Christmas present a few years back. So, that's why we use it, box 3. And it was inspiration for why we use Funkos as giveaways, my Funko collection. Alright, box 3, guys. Let's go. Good luck. Box number 3. All right, our first jersey. Not on our list. All right, we have Sid. I thought it might be Keith. We have Sid Fernandez from the New York Mets. So JSA authenticated New York Met jersey. This is the pitcher. I thought we were gonna have Keith Hernandez, but this is Fernandez. Sid Fernandez. All right, our next one, arguably the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL. All right, arguably the most accurate kicker in the NFL. Look at this. Brendan Aubrey coming out of here. All right, from the... is he the most accurate kicker? That I actually don't know. From the Cowboys. Is Brendan the most accurate kicker? One of the most accurate. Third of all time. Alright, Brendan Aubrey. He's actually a third. I thought he was the most accurate. Third. Our next one, I'm going to admit right now, there's not one autograph on this one. There's not two. There's not 3, not 4, not 5. There's a whole bunch because we have the cast of Sandlot. All right, I have to pull this out and show you guys because you can't see it the way they pack it. Movie came out in 1993. Guys, we're getting old. That movie's 32 years old. You gotta be kidding me. I remember renting that and paying $1.99 to get that rented. All right, the cast of Sandlot. Look at that. Look at the signatures on that right there. The cast of the movie The Sandlot right there. Look at that. That is awesome. That is so cool. Right there, the cast of Sandlot on a jersey. Congratulations. All right, Sandlot. Thomas going for it. He had the multiple. When I said multiple signature, Thomas knew it was coming his way because he had the Red Sox and he had the Sandlot cast. All right, Thomas, that's so much fun. That is a fun hit. All right, Sandlot come out to Thomas. But that doesn't mean it ends there. All right. We still have Sid Fernandez and Brandon Aubrey to go. Let me just mark the Sandlot hit. Alright. We're going to go 7 times. Every single name is going to have a chance at the Sid Fernandez and Brandon Aubrey jersey. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the list randomizer. The top name on the 7th time gets the Sid Fernandez. The second name will get the Brandon Aubrey. And the reason why we do it that order, that's the order they came out of the box. That's the order we'll give them out. There's 4 times. We're at 5. We're at 6. All right, the top 2 names will get a jersey here. Top name on the 7th time will get Sid Fernandez. Second name, Brandon Aubrey. Vincent LaRusso will get the Sid Fernandez. And Jeremy Roenick will get Brandon Aubrey. All right, Vincent LaRusso, Sid Fernandez. Jeremy Roenick gets Brandon Aubrey. All right, so Tom, you're going to get the Sid Fernandez jersey. That is JSA authenticated on the Fernandez. And then the Jeremy Roenick, that is going to go out to Juan. Juan, you're going to get Brandon Aubrey. All right, Juan, Brandon Aubrey, that is Beckett on your authentication. All right, Sid Fernandez jersey. And then Brandon Aubrey is going out to Juan. All right, guys, congratulations. Adam, I have a no whammy policy for you tonight. So don't worry. If you strike out tonight, I have something coming in the mail just with your name on it, Adam. So don't worry. Let's hope for no skunk, but if there's a skunk, I got something with your name on it. Won't tell you what it is because I want to surprise you, but you won't have to worry. Oh, that's awesome, Kevin. That is really cool. Alright, guys. Let's go do... let's do baseball. Now, there's a lot of names you're not seeing right now, but don't worry. Do not worry. Just because you don't see your name doesn't mean you don't have a spot. I will figure out what boxes we use, and after we do that, this is the Centennial break. This is the Centennial baseball break. Insanely massive potential hits here. All right, it's going to be 1 photo, 1 jersey, and 1 Centennial card. All right. Let's figure out the jersey first. We have jersey number 1 as a possibility. For this, all you guys have to do, put in the chat 1 letter from the alphabet. That's all. Pretty simple. 1 letter from the alphabet. Alright, so we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. It's the last one. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This again for the jersey. There's 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, jersey number 4. Jersey number 4. Again, I'll refresh it so everybody's name shows in a little bit. Alright, jersey 4. See that? Jersey 1, additive. Alright, put that jersey over there. Alright. We have to figure out the photo. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 as possibilities. 2 is the top one. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for the photo. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, photo number 6. Photo number 6. If you guys missed it, big announcement will be that next Friday was the next break. I have a very special basketball break that'll be in that break. It'll include an autographed basketball sneaker, an autographed full-size basketball, and an autographed basketball jersey. That will be posted on our site starting tomorrow. Everything else will be up within about 5 to 10 minutes of the break ending tonight on the site. So just a heads up on that. Alright, box 3 is on the table for the Centennial. And one of the sneakers is an autographed Jordan by Jordan. So it's an autographed Air Jordan by Michael Jordan, which is just insane. Potential. I shouldn't say it's going to be. Potential. 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But it's just a 1 in 100 chance, which is not insanely crazy. 5, there's 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use box 7 for the card here. Box 7 for the card. Box 7. Box 3 is coming off. That'll be next Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be, I'm traveling next week, so the next break after tonight will be next Friday, yeah. Alright. Now we got to figure out what letter everybody's going to get. Alright, Jones, if this was the 7th time. Alright, again, if this was the 7th time, Jones would have the letter A. Jeff would have the letter Z, but you know what? Let's hit this randomize. See where we end up. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Here we go. Kevin's going to have the letter A. Charlene's going to have the letter Z. Alright, I'm going to copy these, and we're going to paste them in as they go. Alright, so paste that. And then let's hit refresh. Alright guys, Kevin. If anybody wants to make a trade on letters, yeah, the basketball will be a random team, so just a heads up. But chance at the Jordan, the whole reason is some of the basketball autograph shoes, it made it too hard. I tried to do pricing, and it made it too hard to do fair pricing. Like, everybody's going to try to buy the Bulls. And so I figured random team would be a... Sorry, Jeff. Why, though? There are... Carl Yastrzemski, why there are some good Ys. X, I apologize. Kevin's got the letter A, Aaron the letter B, Chris has C, Mark has D, June E, Mark F has F and G, Jones has H, Daniel's got I, Jones has J, Jeff has K, Mark has L, Jake has M, Mark has N, Thomas has O, Kevin has P, Jeff has Q, Daniel's got R, Kevin's got S, Aaron's got T, Daniel's got U, Kevin's got V, Jake has W, Jeff has X, Y, Charlene has Z. Kevin Euclid. There we go. There we go. There's been a lot of guys with the name Young. Eric Young. Kevin Young. You don't want P in this one because Penix isn't a. It's a baseball break. All right. Well, no more guesses, and I'm not seeing a trade here. Let's go, Robin Yount. Yeah. All right. I wasn't sure, Aaron. I wasn't sure. I was like, he's saying Penix. Does he think this is Centennial baseball or football? I don't know. I don't know. He could be. All right, we've got Knuckles out there. Not Bare Knuckles, just Knuckles, the character from Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, box 4 in donut format. All right, jersey number 4. We have. I don't know who we have. I think it says Vizcaíno, but which Vizca? It does say Vizcaíno. All right, I actually don't know who we have here. It's Chicago White Sox, and it's going to be a V, the letter V, Vizcaíno. So, not thinking V's going to hit. Vizcaíno just hit. Who's Vizcaíno from the White Sox? There's been... It's a pitcher, though. Vizcaíno. White Sox. Luis Vizcaíno. Alright, Luis Vizcaíno coming out of here. That is taking us back a few years. Believer, right? Alright. We have... That is something else. Luis Vizcaíno. Did he win a World Series? I feel like he won a World Series with them. Did they win the World Series? What year did they win the World Series? That's gotta be why. Hold on, let me see. 2000. He did. That's why. Yep. Luis Vizcaíno, White Sox World Series. The letter V going out to Kevin. Kevin, there we go. Luis Vizcaíno, that's a first. On a hit for the White Sox. World Series champion. 2005. 2005. Hold that back up for you there, Kevin. I'll do a better fold here off camera. I'll definitely come looking a lot nicer when it comes to you, Kevin. Yep, 2005, Luis Vizcaíno. The 1 year he played with them. And it's a V hitting. That is a first here. We've never pulled Luis Vizcaíno before. Can't say that anymore, though. Cannot say that anymore. Alright. Let me get a stress ball, a little stress baseball. Switch it up. See if we can improve over Vizcaíno. Alright, photo number 6 here. Photo number 6. Look at this. This is a great hit. This is an insane hit. Alright, he is the catalyst, one of the 2 catalysts on the World Series leading Toronto Blue Jays. Now, he's wearing an Astro jersey here, but how about a little George Springer? It's a great pull. George Springer coming out of there. Kevin, back-to-back hits. Back-to-back hits for Kevin. George Springer coming out of that one. It's a great pull. It's a neat photo. Kind of looks a little bit like he's banging on a trash can in that photo. Alright. George Springer. 8x10. They weren't still in the NL then. Not when Springer was there. They were in the AL by the time Springer was there. Tom is saying who the White Sox. That's crazy. I'm reading about Springer. I follow it. I'm slow to follow. All right, guys, here we go. Centennial time, box 7. Let's pull a monster. Let's go. Let's get a monster hit. Most of them are autos, but there could be a really nice rookie in here. Really nice. All right. It is not a... It's slab, but not a authenticated slab. It is an auto. Holy cow! Kevin having a night, Kevin. I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Look at this. What year is this? Look at this autograph Topps Tribute Juan Soto out of 99 on card. Juan Soto autograph Topps Tribute, the letter S, back-to-back hits for the letter S. This is a monster hit right there. Juan Soto on a 2022 Topps Tribute autograph Juan Soto. That's awesome. That is awesome. Kevin, what a hit. The hits got better as they went along. Luis Vizcaíno, George Springer, and then Juan Soto. I'm drinking right there with you, Jeff. All right, great hit. Absolute great hit. All right. We have S and V. S and V for the guesses. If you guess V, you're on top of things. S and V. All right, Jake with the letter S as the guess. Another Jake. Jake R with this. So we Jake T and Jake R. This is going to be a showdown between the Jakes. And I just saw now that you're called the Hoff at work, Jeff S. I like it. I like it. It's a Jeff Hawks. Come on. Alright. This is a baseball break. Baseball break. Jake versus Jake. Jake versus Jake. Let's go. Alright, I am going to do hobby pack, or whammy. It's going to be hobby pack, or whammy. Alright? Alright, it's going to be between Jake S and Jake R. Alright, guys. Jake, I said that. Jake T and Jake R. Alright, top name, picking a box here. Mystery 2 hits, 1 whammy. 5 or 6 and 7 times. Jake R. Alright, Jake R. Go ahead. We have 2 boxes of color here. So we've got gold and silver. And then we've got the babes. Alright, Jake R. You're gonna pick a box here. Going with silver. Alright. That means you passed up on gold. Alright, in the box of gold was a hobby pack of Topps Heritage 2020. Alright, so you missed out on a hobby Topps Heritage 2020 pack. Then you missed out on the whammy. Alright, Jake. Inside of this whammy was your very own Series 2 Mega Gross Mini Pack. Alright, some Buttella could have been coming your way, but not today. Alright, no Buttella. Alright, Jake, you're going to be happy because you're guaranteed to get not one, but at least one auto and one memorabilia card, or two autos out of this because it's a hobby pack from 2021. Alright, Jake. Let's see if Jake R has pulled some magic. At least one auto coming out of here. Could be one auto and one mem, or two autos. 2021. Alright, your hobby pack. Let's see what you got. I'm going to tell you right now, it looks like you have two autos. Two autos coming out of here. Oh, you got some good autos too. Alright. You're going to like this. Let me switch the order. Alright. You have Calvin Ziegler. Then you have out of $4.99, Yon Mercado. Then you have a Dominic Hamill out of $9.99. And then your first auto, how about a David Hamilton? David Hamilton, he's in the Brewer uniform here. But there's a hidden gem. David Hamilton, I believe, is now a Boston Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody quote me if I'm wrong. David Hamilton auto. And then you have, how about this? How about an Andrew Abbott autograph rookie? That's a great pull right there. And that's an on-card Andrew Abbott autograph as well. So a David Hamilton and Andrew Abbott autographs. Two guys playing productive baseball in 2025 in the majors. Alright, nice autos. Congrats, Jake. Yeah, David Hamilton is a Red Sox. I thought so. He was in the Jackie Bradley Jr. trade. Alright, that's how he was moved there. I was wondering how he got there from the Brewers. Alright. Let's get into some basketball. Alright, we'll do a little basketball break here, guys. Let me refresh our list. Alright, for this, all you have to do, give me two NBA teams. Two NBA teams. If the team you give me comes out of either box, the jersey or the full-size basketball, you're going to get a box of mystery. Every single person that guesses correctly is getting a box of mystery here. Two teams. Now that said, if we have more than three, we will put instead of boxes, I'll line up the prizes, but everybody will get something that guesses correctly. That is a promise. Alright, we have box 1 on the table. We also have 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the jersey. Alright, so 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 for the jersey. Let me grab that, make that swap. Box number 6. Alright, 6 is coming on. Number 1 is coming off. And then we have 2 on the table for the ball. We also have 4 as a possibility. 2 or 4. Again, 2 is on the table. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 2, the one that's out there. Alright, guys. We have Juan with the Hawks, Tom with the Celtics, Mark has the Nets, Mark also has the Hornets, Steve has doubles, Mark has the Cavs, Steve with the Mavs, Jeff has the Nugs, Shirleen's got the Pistons, Bradley's got the Warriors, Mark has the Rockets. We have Adam with the Pacers, Christian with the Clip Show, Bradley's got the Lake Show, Mark has the Grizz, Candace has the Heat, Matt's got the Bucks and the T-Wolves, Steve has the Pelicans and Knickerbockers, David with the Thunder from Down Under. Richard's got the Magic. Daniel with the Sixers. Jeff has the Suns. That's Jeff S with the Suns. Mark has the Blazers. Jones with the Kings. Chad's got the Spurs. Jeff S with the Rap Show. Chad's got the Jazz. And Jones in for a Wizard hit. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's go. Let's get on that basketball train and see what we got. Alright, we've got a basketball on wheels. Basketball on wheels. Alright. Giving that a little good luck charm. Box 6. Box 6. Good luck, everybody. This is sealed up. Secondary seal will be underneath the main seal. And we'll cut into this right there. Look at this. Look at this. We have John Wall. John Wall on a Washington Wizards jersey. There you go, Jones. Jones is on the board tonight. Johnny Wall with the Wizards. Beckett authenticated jersey. All right. John Wall. Now, I don't know, Jones, did you trade for one of these previously or get one? Can't remember. I feel like you tried to at least acquire one. Alright, Jones. Well, Johnny Wall. Former first overall pick. Man, good player. Then a little bit of injuries and then his career just fell off. But a good player in this prime. Unfortunately, surrounded with nothing other than Bradley Beal for most of it. Literally almost nothing else. Alright, there's the front. There's the back. Let's cut into it, see what we got. Oh, there goes the basketball. One cut. There's a second. And the third. Uh-oh. I think Tom Brady got a hold of this ball. Yep, Tom Brady got a hold of this one. Because it's flat. Oh my god, we have a monster hit, guys. Absolute monster of a hit. We have a headliner. We have a headliner. Boom! We have a headliner. I'm trying to cut just so I, not obviously the ball, but so I can open this. Alright, there we go. Oh, doctor. Let me get that out of there. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even need to say the name. Someone can put it in the chat because look at that. From the Boston Celtics. What a hit. What an absolute monster hit right there. The legend himself. JSA on the authentication. Larry Bird. And that would explain why Tom Brady got his hands on this, because he was in Boston. What a hit for Tom. Boom. Larry Legend. And for those that are wondering why is the ball deflated, it's easier for them to sign the balls deflated and then to ship them that way. When they sign like 100 basketballs and then they're shipped to the facility that puts together the package that sells them. I don't know why Gold Rush doesn't inflate them to fit in the boxes, because they clearly would. But all you have to do is inflate it. That's all. That's literally all you have to do is just inflate the basketball. Everything else is set. Alright, Larry Legend. Indiana's finest right there. Alright, Celtics. and Wizards guesses for the giveaway. Alright, Celtics and Wizards. Alright, Angela, you guessed Celtics. You're going to get a little something, something. Celtics and Wizards. Donald got the Celtics. You're going to get a little something, something. George has the Celtics. Nate's got the Celtics. Thomas Q with the Celtics. A lot of Celtics love out there. Daniel's got the Celtics. Alright, I think that's everybody. I think we have Angela, Donald, George, Nate, Thomas, and Daniel. If I miss somebody, let me know. But you all are going to get something. Everybody's going to get something here. So have no... Well, you can have fear. Have no fear. Put this all together for you guys. I need 6 items. Give me 1 second to get one more. All right. Here we go. Top person is going to get a Prism Draft Picks with a chance for a Caitlin Clark rookie card. Yes, it is a Prism Draft Picks basketball with Caitlin Clark as a possibility, 2024. All right, that's the top one. Next two, we'll get Monopoly Prism Packs. And then we'll have a Select 23-24. Then a Mosaic 21-22. And we'll end it with a Bowman 21-22. Bowman has some monster auto possibilities. The base set, not a great set, but the auto's really big potential. Alright, guys. 7 times in there. Each person's going to get it. Top name gets the Prism Draft Pick. Second and third name get Monopoly Prism. Fourth name will get Select. Fifth name gets Mosaic. And sixth name will get Bowman U. Alright, there's 5. There's 6 and 7 times. Nate's going to get the Prism Draft Picks. Thomas is going to get Prism Monopoly. Daniel get Prism Monopoly. George gets Select. Angela gets Mosaic. And Donald's going to get the Bowman U. Alright, guys. Give me 1 second to go in and write everybody's name real quick. Donald. Angela. George. Daniel. Thomas Q. And then Nate. Alright, so Nate's getting this pack. Thomas, Daniel, George, Angela, and then Donald. Alright, all the potential's still there for everybody. Alright, Donald, it's on the autos for this. This product, it's all about the auto. I'm just telling you right now, it's all about the auto. Not every pack's guaranteed to get an auto, but if you get one, that's where it's at. There's a Blake Wesley. Keon Ellis. I'm not seeing an auto, but hey, look at this Bowman Chrome rookie of Walker Kessler, actually. That's a great pull. Walker Kessler. Really like it. Good center. And then Drew Timme. Walker Kessler. Hey, I'll take it. Walker Kessler, Bowman Chrome rookie. Alright, Angela. Mosaic 21-22 for Angela. There's a Seth Curry, Patrick Williams, Montrezl Harrell. There's an Epic Performer. That's a KD. It's not bad. How about a Donovan Mitchell? And Ayo rookie. So those cards are yours. All right, George. George, you got a select pack here of 22-23. Let's see what you got. 22-23. There's a Mark Williams rookie. All right, nice center when he's healthy. A Jimmy Butler. That is a Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton. And it's hard to see, but look at that. Luka Doncic. That is a Luka Doncic Prism. That's a sick looking card right there of Luka Doncic. That's a really nice looking card of Luka Doncic right there. I like that a lot. Luka. All right, George. Nice pull. All right, Daniel. Daniel, here comes your Monopoly Prism pack. Monopoly Prism. Very hot product right here. Monopoly Prism. Scotty Barnes. LaMelo. Brandon Ingram, teammates of Scotty Barnes now. And an Isaiah Collier rookie. That's a good pull. Nice Isaiah Collier Monopoly rookie. All right, Daniel. Thomas. The other Monopoly pack for Thomas. Let's go. Thomas. You have a Jamal Murray. There's a Devin Carter rookie, another good rookie. Cam Thomas and a Donovan Mitchell. We saw Donovan Mitchell in a Jazz jersey. We saw Colin Sexton in a Jazz jersey because he had been traded for that guy. All right, Nate. Can we pull Nate a Caitlin Clark rookie card? That's what it's all about, this product right here. Can we get a Caitlin Clark rookie for Nate? There's a DeMar DeRozan. There is a Darren Holmes rookie. We have a Prism Zachary Rishisher, who actually is a good player. All right, what do we have here? We have a Rob Dillingham, student orientation rookie. And a Harrison Ingram rookie. So you got 4 rookies in there. Darren Holmes, he's really good too. Rob Dillingham, and Harrison Ingram. All right, guys. I have a torn rotator cuff, if that's what you mean. I've had a torn rotator cuff for like 13, 14 years. My doctor told me if I'm not playing sports, I don't really ever need to fix it, but the problem is I can't like swing a golf club or do stuff like that now. Hey, you guys are welcome. You guys are all welcome. Alright, guys. From this point on, it's all about brand new cases. We have brand new cases. The last 3 products of the night. We'll end it on the full-size helmet. We'll do mini helmet here. And then we'll do the bat with the brand new juice case. And then we'll end it on the full-size helmet break. Alright, guys. For this, I want everybody out there, 5 NFL players on one line. 5 players, one line. If you guess correctly, you have a chance here at a box of mystery. Box of mystery here. And if you guess correctly, there will be no whammies, and you're guaranteed to get a box of mystery as well. Guys, so let's figure out the 2 jerseys, then I'll bring out the case for the helmet. Alright. Jerseys 1 and 2 are on the table. We also have 3, 4, 5, and 8. So we actually have every number through 8 except for 6 and 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. 1. These are for the 2 jerseys. 2 jerseys in this break. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, 2 is staying, but 3 is going to replace box 1. So let me grab box 3. 3 is going to replace out here box number 1. All right, so that is box number 3. There goes box 1. All right. Now we got to figure out the mini helmet that's going to be in this break. And I'm just going to put 2 and 3 back here. And we're just going to start getting into this brand new case for the mini. Brand new series. Fun stuff right here. Fun stuff. Alright. I'm going to number these 1 through 6. Give me a second. Get a marker. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have number 6. Alright. This is box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 through 6 right there. I'm going to have everybody out there. You are going to give me 5 NFL players. If you guess correctly, you will get a chance here at a box of mystery. Not a chance, you guaranteed. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Behind box 1 is going to be 7. Behind box 2 will be 8. Behind box 3 will be 9. Behind box 4 will be 10. Behind box 5 will be 11. Behind box 6 will be box number 12. So just a heads up on how that will work. Alright guys. Into randomizer we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo. 10. Yikes. Alright guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Hey, box 1, why not? Let's start with the good stuff. This one right here, number 1. Alright guys, the best starting it out. Alright guys, in our break, we have Chris with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Canis has the Ravens, Chris has the Bills and Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, David with the Bungles, Daniel's got the Brownies, Jeff has the Boys and the Broncos, Daniel with the Lions, Jeff has the Pack Attack, Candace with the Texans, Jeff with the Colts, Daniel's got the Jags, Chris with the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Daniel with the Chargers, Chris has the Rams and Dolphins, Stacy's got the Vikes, William with the Pats, Jake has the Saints, Tom, Giants and Jets, Jeff had the Fly Eagle Fly, Juan with the Steelers, Tom with the Niners, Steve has the Seahawks, Case with the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and Candace sitting on the commode. Alright guys, I'm calling it right now, no more guesses. No more guesses. Box 1 right there. Box 2, it looks better when I have it that way, so we'll do that first. You know what? I always like to point stuff out like this because I actually, for my school, I had to do suicide training the other day. That is the hardest thing. I had to go to our local grocery store or convenience store. I had to get some sheets because that is some tough stuff. And I just want you to know, no matter how your life is going, there's someone in your life that knows and thinks you are awesome. So don't forget that. Don't forget, no matter how life is going, there's someone in your life that I guarantee not only knows, but thinks you're awesome. So, well, thank you, Jake. I think you are awesome as well. And that was very kind of you. Alright, guys, box 2. Box 2. We've got a little love here from Knuckles. Alright, this is sealed up, and then this is that I just gotta rip the heck out of it type of deal. So that's the way this is gonna work. We're gonna cut it, then rip it. Thank you, Thomas. Wawa. So here's my opinion. Sheets is really good. I think Sheets and Wawa are kind of both overrated by our own demographic. So Philly overrates Wawa. Pittsburgh people overrate Sheets. If you want appetizers, Sheets is better. If you want a sub, I think Wawa is better. Honestly, neither one compares to, if we're going if we're going there, neither one of them compares to. Just saying. All right, guys. Good luck. Oh, what a hit. What an insane, legendary hit right here. The late, great Chicago Bear, Dick Butkus. Troy. Insane hit here, Troy. Dick Butkus. Beckett authenticated. What a hit. What a monster hit. Quite literally monster. Oh, they're not any good anymore? I just think of them as a hoagie place. I literally think of Wawa as a hoagie place. Dick Butkus. What a hit, Troy. Monster of the Midway. And as I always like to point out, one of my favorite names in sports history. Alright, guys. Box 3. I know, it's no Jersey Mike's. That place, I freaking love Jersey Mike's. Alright, box 3. We have this sealed up. It's the same deal. It's going to be cut it and rip it all apart. I see the number 40. Oh, we have a former baseball player. Look at this. From the Atlanta Falcons. We have outfielder and safety Brian Jordan. Brian Jordan going out to David. There you go, David. This will be coming out to you in Indiana. That is Beckett on your authentication on the former baseball and football player. Everybody talked about Deion Sanders, but we also have Brian Jordan. Jimmy John's is good. I like Jimmy John's. It's not as good in my opinion as Jersey Mike's, but I like Jimmy John's. Alright, Brian Jordan on the jersey. That was a fun hit right there. That's a fun hit. Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders so overshadowed how good Brian Jordan was as an athlete too. It's crazy. He was a really good athlete. Alright, hey. Let's get that game on. Box 1. There's the front. There's our back. Oh, someone is getting a double hit. We actually pulled this name last break from a totally different company. Put this product out there. It was Hit Parade that we pulled this from, but this is Gold Rush this time. We have from Da Bears. How about this? Hall of Famer Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton coming out of here on a Bears helmet. Alright, so a couple Hall of Famers in the same product, or two different products, going out to the Bears. Butkus and Hampton. Look at that, Troy. Monster night for Troy on those two hits. Danny Hampton, Beckett authenticated. Alright, there's your Beckett authentication. Dan Hampton. Look at that. Big night for you there, Troy. Butkus and Hampton in the same break. Alright. Did we have any Hampton? Butkus? We did. Troy had Butkus as a guess? Troy, look at you! Jeff, we still have 2 more breaks, and I know you still have some spots to go. You still have some spots. I'm just saying, Jeff. You want to go? You want to go to Chester County with me and take a tour of the Hearst Potato Chip Factory? That's what I'll be doing on Wednesday with students. All right, Troy. So we got buckets for Troy. All right, Troy. Congratulations, Troy, on the guess. All right, Troy. You're gonna have 3 boxes. And you know what, Troy? I am going to guarantee you. I'm going to go and guarantee Troy an autograph. How about that? I'm going to guarantee you're going to get a guaranteed autograph here in your giveaway for your guess. I know, you already got a nice hit, but we're going to guarantee an auto here. Each one of these boxes is going to have an autograph in it. Alright, so have no fear. Each one is an auto. You have a golden egg, a silver box, and some flowers. Alright, Troy, which box of mystery would you like? Troy. Golden egg. All right, that means you passed up on the flowers. The flowers had a 2020 pack with the loaded draft class guaranteed auto pack. All right, then you passed up on silver. Silver had a 2022 hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. All right, that means you are going to get a 2023 hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. Alright, so 2023 guaranteed auto for you, Troy. Let's see who we pull. Let's go. Guaranteed autograph rookie from the 2023 draft class in the NFL. Alright. Charlie Brewer. Mohammed Abraham. Tyler Van Dyke. There's Grayson McCall. We'll skip the auto. You have a Bijan Robinson rookie. That's not bad. Bijan Robinson rookie. And a Rocky Lombardi rookie. And your auto is Aziz Hearn. Aziz Hearn is your auto. And that is an X's and O's auto. Not the greatest auto, but Aziz Hearn. That's his auto right there. An X with an O? I don't think Aziz Hearn doesn't have one O in it. Hey, we tried, Troy. But Troy, you got some big hits in that break right there. I made your egg for sure. Alright, guys. It is time for the bat break. This bat break is needing refresh on the screen. Our juiced or no juice break. Alright, so for the chat, the way this works is there are going to be 2 baseballs. The product is called juiced. For the definition of the giveaway, juiced means the player, one of the baseballs has to be signed by someone that did not play professional baseball. So, like Tom Brady or what's his name, Peyton Manning or Allen Iverson, something like that. So all you have to do is put in the chat, juiced or not juiced. That's all you have to do. Juiced or not juiced. Alright, brand new case. Alright, so we're going to open this guy up right here. It's a brand new case. That's a cut. That's another cut. Push it down. to spread these across the top. All right. All right, for the purposes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 through 8, 1 through 4 on the top, 5 through 8 on the bottom. All right, one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. All right, so this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4, that is 5. All right, let me take these off. Guys, now we got to figure out the bat. On the table is bat number 1. We also have bats 3 and 4. So 1, 3, and 4 are going to be options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, bat 3. Let me grab that one. All right, so coming on box number 3. Box 3. Coming off box number 1. And remember, we have one more break after this. We have a full-size helmet break after this. Alright, guys. Last call on those guesses. We have Jeff with the Diamondbacks, Mark has the Braves and O's, Thomas with the Red Sox, Daniel with the Cubs, Jeff S. with the White Sox, Jeff H. with the Reds, Jones with the Guards, Jake R. with the Rockies, David with the Tigers, Steve has the Astros, Mike has the Royals, Aaron with the Angels and the Dodgers, Jeff S. with the Marlins, Jones in for a hit with the Brew Crew, Nathan's got the Twins, Angela with the Mets, Case has the Yanks, Mike has the A's, we have Jeff H. with the Phillies, Mike C. with the Pirates, we've got Jake with the Padres, Zachary with the Giants, Jake T. with the Mariners, Jake H. with the Cards, Troy's got the Rays, Jeff S. with the Rangers, Jeff H. with the Jays, and Jeff S. with the Nats. Alright, guys, I'm calling no more guesses. No more guesses. We'll take our little note off here. Let's start cutting into this, see what we got. Alright, got a little Pirate Parrot mascot. Why not? A little Pirate Parrot love. Good luck. Juice box, the first one will open up right here. Our first seal. There is a secondary seal right there. Cut that. Oh, this name is big right now. Now, because he's not a manager, it is going on his playing career. Only managers. He's a bench coach. I'm going to tell you right now, he is a bench coach right now. And we're only going by playing career here. Not by... only managers override playing careers for active. Because he's a bench coach and not a head coach currently. But his bench coaching is very... today. It's very in today. And that's a good hint. Alright, we have a Rawlings Beckett authenticated Major League Baseball. The bench coach of the Blue Jays. This is going to be a Yankees hit. We have Donnie Baseball. Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly coming out of here for Case. That's a great pull. That is a Don Mattingly hit. Alright, the Yankees on the board. Donnie Baseball. One of the top players of the 80s. How about this? Two of the top, I would say, probably 5 players of the 80s were Dale Murphy and Don Mattingly. Neither player is a Hall of Famer, which is very interesting to me when you think about it. When you think of that decade, you also could go Dale Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, guys like that. Big names of the 80s are not Hall of Famers, which is very fascinating about that decade. All right. great players, though. Money Baseball. All right, Juiced. This is the second one we'll open here. All right, we're going to cut into this, see what we got. Oh, second hit of the night for this guy. Second hit of the night. He said he was backing away. His wife got him back in it, and I think he's going to be happy she did, because we have, and there's a mark on that. I don't know why there's a mark right there, but we have Rawlings. Major League Baseball. From the Detroit Tigers, we have the late great Hall of Famer Al Kaline. Al Kaline coming out of there for the Detroit Tigers. Al Kaline. So not juiced by the definition, not juiced, but Al Kaline for the Tigers. All right, nice hit right there. Hall of Famer Al Kaline. All right. No. Bat time. You know what? Let's get Josh Bell out there. I'm going fishing for a big hit. Let's go. All right, this is the side they want us opening the bat from. This is the knob, though. So we're going to be pulling it out of the barrel. All right, guys. Let's give that a cut. Maybe. There we go. And there. One more break after this. Just a reminder, one more break. Alright. That signature looks familiar, but I don't know it. Signature does look familiar, though. Alright. We're going to have to look this up. It's a Louisville Slugger. And that's a look at the signature. It's going to be JSA on the authentication, it looks like. Alright, let's find out who this is. JSA authentication. One more break after this. Don't be mistaken by what you see on the screen. Alright, we have WB, and I think it's 878023. Jim Palmer! Alright, so we have a Hall of Fame pitcher on this. Jim Palmer. That is going to be an Orioles hit. Baltimore Orioles. That is also going to go out to Mark F. Mark F on the hit right there. Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles. Mark F. Mark F on the hit. Alright, so Mark F. You got both bats tonight. Mark F has both bats. Luis Robert, and now he's got a Jim Palmer. Congratulations, Mark. Let me mark that down here. Mark that down. Alright. Again, JSA on your authentication. Mark up. Alright, guys. One more break. I have to do the giveaways, but I'll do that first, I guess. Giveaways. I don't know who got correct. Alright. Let me get the boxes ready. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy tonight. Alright, 2 hits and 1 whammy. silver, gold, and we have some babes out there. We have some babes. Alright, as long as you guessed not juiced, you're going to have a chance here. The not juiced of variety. Alright, Adam, Daniel, Nathaniel, Nathan, Angela, Thomas, Jake R, Thomas Q, both Thomases on the not juice train. Dudley and Jake T, both Jakes are on the not juice train. Alright guys, I think I got everybody. Top name on the 7th time picking a box of mystery. There are 2 hits, 1 whammy. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top name, here we go. Daniel R. Daniel R. Alright, Daniel. You get to pick a box of mystery here. Alright, Daniel, do you want silver, gold, or the babes? Silver, gold, or babes for Daniel R. I like foosball. And if you like the breaks, feel free to hit the like button. Alright, go into babes. Alright, Daniel. That means you passed up on silver. Inside of silver was a 2020 hobby pack of Topps Heritage. So it was a hobby Topps Heritage pack. And then you passed up on gold. Inside of gold was a Saturday Night Live whammy. Nick the Lounge Singer. Nick the Lounge Singer. Alright, so you missed out on Nick the Lounge Singer from Saturday Night Live. And that's going to leave you with not 1, Daniel, but 2 packs of cards coming out of here. Alright, 2 packs of cards. Both Topps packs, 2021 and 2023 Topps Baseball. Alright, Daniel, let's see if we got something for you here. A couple Topps Baseball packs. Alright, 2021. Alright, Daniel's getting 2 for the price of 1. Alright, we'll get rid of this thing. Hard to read that, so we'll just go through, and if there looks like a big name, Gio Gonzalez, Wilson Contreras, Mitch Moreland. There's a Mikey Trout. There's a Shane Bieber. We have Omar Narvaez, Orlando Arcia. You have a rookie here of Evan White, Jesse Winker. That is a Luis Garcia. A nice Blake Snell. Rays jersey there. You have Humberto Maheda, Nick Senzel, Dylan Bundy, and Mitch Haniger. Dylan Bundy, wow. That takes us back to a time of sadness. Alright, Daniel, your second pack here. 2023 Topps. Alright, 2023 Topps. Another one of those packs. Put that this way. Alright, these are easier to read. Ryan Kreidler, Charlie Morton, Nick Allen, Zach Plesac, Nick Lodolo, future star rookie, Andrew Heaney, Alec Burleson. We have Vlad Jr. and Trout. Chris Bubik, Mackenzie Gore. Is that a Mackenzie? Yeah, rookie. Jose Urquidy. We have a Luke Voigt, Nelson Cruz parallel, a Nolan Arenado, and a Trey Turner on a Phillies uniform. All right. Nothing huge, but a fun little Trey Turner to end it with the Phillies for you there. A couple decent rookies like Mackenzie Gore. guys, one last break. One last break. It is this one right here. I have to refresh the brown spot. Alright. All you're going to have to do here, give me one NFL team. If the team you give me comes out the helmet or the jersey to end the night, helmet or the jersey, I will happily give everybody here that guesses correctly a box of mystery. Everyone that guesses correctly. Alright. Let's figure out the helmet. It's from a brand new case. We'll figure that out first. This big boy's coming on. Alright. Let's just open it, see what we got. Upside down. They're not consistent, so you never know. Alright. Box 1 and box 2. Alright, this is box 1, this is box 2. Box 3 is behind box 1. Box 4 will be behind box number 2. This is for the helmet. We'll figure out the jersey here momentarily. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1 here. Box 1. Alright, we got box number 1 right there. Let me just put this to the side. Give me a moment. Alright. For the jersey, it's either going to be jersey 1 or jersey 9. Jersey 1 or jersey 9. And that was a thing. Alright, so this is 1, this is 9. Alright. By the way, it is officially on my time frame. Jeff Sandhofer's birthday. I know he's in Alaska and he still has 2.5 hours till it's his birthday. But out here, Jeff, happy early birthday. Officially, happy early birthday. Happy birthday, not even early out here. Alright, we're going to go with box 9, jersey number 9. Alright, so number 1's coming off. And number 9's in our break. And Jeff did get a nice hit earlier. Nice puck earlier. Use Fitz for the helmet. Why not? Fitz is out there. Oh, last go on the guesses. Steve has the Cardinals and Falcons. Nathan's got the Ravens. Mike has his Buffalo Bills. Case with the Panthers and the Bears. George has the Bungles, Jones with the Browns. Jeff has the Boys, Adam with the Broncos, Case with the Lions, Mark with the Packers, Steve has the Texans, Jeff has the Colts. Mark with the Jags, Case with the Chiefs, Stacy with the Raiders, Adam's got the Chargers, Mark has the Rams, Jeff with the Dolphins, Mark with the Vikes, Jeff with the Pats, Rick has the Saints, Tom with the Giants, Adam's got the Jets, Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly, Mark has Steelers, Kirk, Niners, Don's got the Seahawks and Bucks, Case with the Titans, and Dave happily sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Happy birthday. Alright. Let's use box 9 here, guys. Box 9. No more guesses. Here we go. Sealed up all the way around. Football galore. Give it a cut across the top. Look at our jersey. See the number 9. I see the number 9. We have Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson on a Beckett Raiders jersey. We have the Raiders going out to Stacy. Stacy, got it going on. He's on the board here. Stacy, congrats. All right, Tyree Wilson. From our first round draft pick of the Raiders. Tyree Wilson. Alright, again, Beckett on the authentication. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Got some beer juice on that. Box 1, little Fitz Magic Love. Let's see if we can get a great way to end the night. Had some great hits. Thank you guys so much for breaking with me. I do appreciate it. Have a great weekend after this. Stick around. If no one guessed Raiders or whatever comes out of here, we still have to do a giveaway no matter what. But hopefully somebody guessed the right team or teams. We have a specialty helmet to end the night. Specialty helmet to end the night. Oh, Hall of Famer to be. Future Hall of Famers, not in yet. He's from Penn Hills, Pennsylvania. He went to the Pitt Panthers from the Rams. Look at this. Look at this Speed Flash helmet. Look at that Flash alternate. Aaron Donald. AD, Aaron Donald on a monster hit from Mark R. Mark, great hit. Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, boom. On a Flash helmet for the Rams. Great way to end it. Did we have any Rams or Raiders guesses? Rams or Raiders guesses? We did. Dudley had the Raiders. Dudley's going to get a chance here. Or not a chance, but going to get something. Rams and Raiders. I think Dudley is the only one. Am I right? I think Dudley, I think you're the only correct guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is Dudley the only correct guess? I will have stuff. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll have stuff up, and then keep your eye out for that special basketball break I'm going to be putting stuff on tomorrow. Just keep your eyes peeled for that. Alright, Dudley. These are your boxes. We have silver, gold, and we have babes. Silver, gold, and babes for you here, Dudster. Jeff, again, happy birthday. Have a good birthday. I hope you're able to go out and enjoy it at least a little bit, or enjoy it with your fam. Hey Jake, always a great pleasure to have you with her. Appreciate you too, Jeff. Donald, thank you for joining. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And you're always welcome, Donald. Whether you have a spot in the break or not, you're always welcome. Alright, Dudley's going with gold to end the night. Gold for Dudley. Alright, Dudley, you passed up on the babes. Inside the babes was the final whammy of the night. Whammy! This was your very own Inside Out 2 character. So your very own Inside Out 2 character. A blind box, but not tonight. Then you passed up on silver. Inside of silver, nobody wanted it all night. The Bo Nix rookie with a guarantee, a 50-50 chance of an auto in that. So no one got Bo Nix's rookie. But Dudley, you are going to be taking home the Jumbo Prism Draft Picks pack. How about that, Dudley? Prism Draft Picks coming your way. All right, so there's not one, not two, not three, but 4 Prism Draft Picks packs coming out of here from 2015. Let's see if we can get you a big hit. All right, so there's 4 packs. We're just going to go at it for you here, Dudley. All right. How about a Tony Romo? A Prism Justin Hardy, Silver Prism Justin Hardy, Blake Bell, and Rennell Hall. All right, that's your first group of cards. Silver Prism in there. All right, you have a Andre Johnson. There is something coming out of here. You have, check this out, an autograph Justin Hardy. That is an autograph Justin Hardy rookie. So you got an auto coming out of here. Justin Hardy. He had a few years in the NFL. You have a Jamison Crowder rookie. Nice wide receiver. And a Nate Orchard rookie. But the Justin Hardy and Jamison Crowder rookies. One of them being an auto. All right. Here's an Earl Thomas, another Silver Prism. Silver Prism, Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley, team trademark Silver Prism. Nice looking card. There is a Gerald Holman and an Anthony Harris. A couple Silver Prisms and an auto. All right, final one. 3 Prisms to end it. Final pack here. 3 Prisms to end it for you here, Dudster. All right, how about a Frank Gore, Andre Johnson, and a Cody Pruitt. All right, that'll do it. That'll do it, but you did end it with an auto. Where was that purple auto? Right? It's in there somewhere. Promise you. There it is. It wasn't purple, it was red. Justin Hardy. Alright guys, that'll do it for the evening. Congratulations, Dudley, on the giveaways. Have a great weekend. I appreciate everybody joining me and having fun in the break room. Have a great weekend. You guys take care. Thanks, guys. Hey, Dudley, you are always welcome.